Now, as we start the night broadcast, I just want to remind everybody that May, the month of May 2014, is a 3 universal month. We talked about this on last week's show. It's a month of creativity. It's a month of just expressing yourself. It's a month of just letting go and having fun. Now, one thing I am going to talk about is, and the thing and the beauty about astrology and numerology is getting ready, getting prepared, being ready for what's coming down the road. And one of the things that are coming down the road for this weekend only, we're going to have an opposition between Venus and Mars. Venus, over the weekend, has entered the sign of Aries. So this is good for you if you have Aries rising. And if you're in Aries, because the Venus, the planet of love and money, is in your sign until June. Venus is in the sign of Aries as we speak. So if you got Aries rising, if you don't know what your rising sign is, give me a call. I'll tell you about it. Venus is in the sign of Aries right now. And it's helpful for all the fire signs like Sagittarius, like Leo, because you're going to get a trine, or it's a 120-degree angle from Aries to Sagittarius and Aries to Leo. So all the Leo people, Sagittarius people, all the fire sign people should be getting a burst of energy right through here. Now, again, we're going to have in the heavens what's known as a Venus-Mars opposition. For all you seasoned astrologers who watch the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, an opposition is when, let's say, put a clock in your head. The thing I always say about astrology is to put a clock in your head, and let's say at the 9 o'clock position, we're going to have Venus. And then at the 3 o'clock position, we're going to have the planet Mars. So Venus and Mars over the weekend, right after Mother's Day, and I'm going to say Happy Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is this Sunday, May 11th. So on Mother's Day weekend, Venus will be at 9 o'clock and Mars will be at 3 o'clock. So if you can imagine a tug of war, that's what an opposition is. All of us as children, even as adults, we've had tug of war matches. So let's say Venus is on one sign, in the sign of Aries, and the opposite sign of Aries is Mars. Mars is in the sign of Libra. So it's a battle of the sexes that is going to be happening over the weekend. Mars in Aries, Venus in Aries, and Mars in the sign of Libra. Now, the thing about these two planets, they're in each other's signs. Venus is the ruler of Libra, and Mars is the ruler of Aries. So they sort of kind of swap places or swapped each other's houses. So a lot of Aries people, a lot of Libra people, be ready for a lot of battles and struggles. And a lot of people are not going to get what they want on Mother's Day this weekend. A lot of people are not going to get what they need. There's a lot of energy between male and female energy. And also any kind of energy involving the sex or the sexes. We're going to go through that struggle over the weekend with Venus in Aries and Mars in the sign of Libra. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is the upcoming Mercury retrograde. Now, this is not going to happen until June. The thing and the beauty of astrology and numerology is getting everybody ready in advance. So I'm telling you guys a month in advance. It's May 5th right now, but on June 7th, and we're going to be talking about this more in the next couple of weeks to get you ready. June 7th to July 1st, Mercury will be retrograde in the sign. It's going to start off retrograde in the sign of Cancer, and it's going to go all the way back into the sign of Gemini. So Gemini's ruling planet is the planet Mercury. So a lot of Gemini people, including myself, or even if you got the moon in Gemini, Gemini rising, get ready for this readjustment. That's what a Mercury retrograde is a readjustment. Now, one thing about June, June is the month of weddings and graduations. So if you know somebody who's graduating, who has a wedding, you know, organize it and get it together now because, again, the theme of Mercury retrograde, what can go wrong will go wrong. And a lot of people are going to get married during the Mercury retrograde. So the thing is, maybe you want to think about calling off your wedding until after Mercury is retrograde, until maybe in July. You know, a lot of wedding planners, people who plan weddings, they're having problems also. You're going to be having problems. A lot of people are not going to show up at the altar. A lot of people are not going to get married like they think they're going to be getting married. And also, June is the month of graduations. A lot of you kids, if you're not studying, if you don't pull your grades together, by June, some of you are not going to graduate. This is the thing with Mercury retrograde. It's happening in the sign of Cancer. It's going from a water sign back into its ruler, which is the sign of Geminis. So all the people with Gemini rising, sun sign Gemini, Venus in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, get ready for this readjustment. And anything with Mercury retrograde, and to explain a Mercury retrograde to you, let's say most of us in New York, we ride the subway, and let's say if you're in the express train that passes the local train looks like it's moving backwards. If you're driving on the highway, let's say if you don't live in New York City, let's say if you're driving on the highway, and when your vehicle passes the slower moving vehicles, the slower moving vehicles look like they're moving backwards. So that's what we see here on Earth. Mercury, as we look at it, appears to be moving backwards. But anyway, June 7th to July 1st, 2014, we're going to be talking more about it on a future show. Mercury will be retrograde. Caller, you're on the air with Z Starman.
My name is Sandra.
Sandra?
Yes.
What day is your birthday, Miss Sandra?
3/13/58.
3/13/58?
Yes.
Okay, from a numerology point of view, Sandra, you are in a number 5 personal year. 5 is the number of change. 5 is the number of doing everything that you want to do that you haven't been able to do over the last couple of years. There's a specific question you'd like to ask me.
Yes. Will I be able to get a breakthrough in my future?
To get a what?
A breakthrough in my future. Just like you said, not doing some of the things I wanted to do.
Okay.
Will I move on to a progressive state?
Okay. Well, there's some opportunities that, once again, before, since you are a Pisces, let me just share this with you. Your moon sign is Capricorn. You're a Pisces with the moon in Capricorn. You have to learn to loosen up some more. Stop being so stiff and stop being so critical. And your breakthrough, Sandra, will be coming to you. Let's see, you got Mercury in Aries. Your breakthroughs will be coming to you after this Mercury retrograde. You're working somewhere that you're not supposed to be right now.
Okay.
You're working around people and energy that's having a toll on your health right now.
Okay.
And so the best thing for you, even though you're 50 plus, that does not mean the world is over with, but it's time for you to get away from that place. It's time for you to get away from that job.
Okay.
Because it's literally killing you.
All right.
All right?
All right. You're 100%.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very much.
Call
and
me.
I do appreciate your show, and I love it. Thank you very much. You're an inspiration to a lot of people.
Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that.
Good night.
Thank you.